square off with the New York Jets. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Darnold on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Wait, that. Key 26. Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Out from the shadows of their goal line, here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
That good for 22 and a first down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Escaping the pressure right. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Wait, that. Motion. 57.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, he gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground, and he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
From the 31, Brady, slant route, caught by Edelman. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves out that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Here we go. 52. Pick it up.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A first down throw, Darnold. Steps away to his left. And incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Lawrence Guy. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards up first and second down.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Here's Brady to throw. And that is incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football. I
like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Crowder now to return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if
the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lawrence Guy able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Off of play action, Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
First down, Jets.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Darnold from the gun. And he finds his man Griffin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23.
It's a gain of 23.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Darnold now to throw. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2.
Check 24, check 24. Check, check. Red 80. Check. Red 80.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 40.
Hey, let's go. Interception. All day, baby. Let's get this.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
You're going to sack. Block 52. 52's the mic. Stay with me. Red 80. Check that.
To throw is Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
To Vecchio now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Henry Anderson, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Throwing now is Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
36. Watch out. No, 80. Red 80.
From the 41, Darnold. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
That is over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard
line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails,
it's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away, it's Tavecchio. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
It's a gain of 9.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. Brady now. Perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michel. And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety Jamal Adams.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. Here's Sanu on the catch. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years were caught. It's the tight end, Kelsey, for a Patriots touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Patriots have retaken the lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. And the lead is now 2. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously did a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady. It's complete. James White. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. On first down. Michelle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Gotta hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it third and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that might just seal the deal here. It makes it a 2-score game with not a lot of time on the clock. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead.
And pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the punt there. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw here. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Patriots, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate.